I'm back. Sorry I haven't done anything in a few days. Well, a few weeks actually. I've had a lot of stuff going on, some personal stuff, been down in Perth. Very unfortunately, I had a couple of people I was really close to die in the last few weeks, and it's just, basically it's taken its toll a bit, and I needed to have a few days off, or a few, you know, on each side, and having it happening in quick succession has just been absolutely shit house, basically. But feel good again. I'm up to filming. I want to do stuff. I want to get back to normal. So today we're out in our beautiful home, Broome, and we're just down the beach, not too far from home. And I have my awesome new awning, which is honestly just, you've all seen me struggle with my old one and inevitably have it flip over the car and things like that. Well, I have got no such issues with the new one. So this is a Bush Company 270 XT it's called, and check this out. Okay, just buggering around with the strap. How good is that? So quick, so easy. So nice to have shade over the rear of my car instead of the crappy jerry-rigged things I've had in the past. So anyway, today there's some comeback cutlets. So yeah, come back because I've been away for a while, and cutlets because that's what we're bloody cooking. Let's get to it. So first things first, it's not called butane burn at a bowl, make a fire. Now I'm using this little fire pit. You don't need to, you can just do it on open fire, that's fine. But sorry, my audio thing is falling off. But I love using the little fire pits because it just doesn't leave any trace. So I'll come here, light the fire, cook my afternoon tea, and then no one will be any the wiser that I was ever here. I'll throw the ashes straight in the ocean. You know, nothing wrong with that. And it's all good. I don't like leaving scars all over the beach and, you know, setting a bad example. The other thing you'll notice is a new fridge. So this is a Snowmaster 81.5 litre traveller, and double door fridge and freezer. Love it. Such a good design. Such a good design. So ooh, what do we have? Ooh, jeez. This is a new brand of tea. Nah, actually I've got some better ones. Mate Ronnie got me onto these, the Pirate Life. He gave us a discount code, which is probably just, I think it's Ronnie15 or something. I obviously don't get anything from it. But yeah, so I went and bought a whole bunch of Pirate Lives online. Free delivery to Broome. So much cheaper. Wait for that fire to turn into something useful. Oh, mother's milk, I'm telling you. Okay, while that's going, I might as well just do a little bit of prep for my meal. So, what's going on with Fred? Being all weird. Get my trusty old breadboard, and I'm not sure if it's trusty yet, but menu knives. These are not yet released. These are R&D, and it's like having R&D razors. So that one we've actually bashed a lot to see if we can blunt it. You can. This one is still a razor, but the design's not final, and nor is the materials and all that kind of stuff. This is going to be special when it comes out. I promise. I'm making sure of it. Now, I need some potatoes. I was going to do roast potatoes, but I've done roast potatoes so much recently, and I just thought, well, why not show you something different? So, something I love doing is just a potato hash. I've just got a grater. Grate this spud up. Okay, once you got all that, There's a heap of moisture in it, so look at that, so much moisture. Get all that moisture out of there. Oh, put it on your dog. It's the best place for it. Get some of your rogue paper towel that flies everywhere in the wind. Do it again. Do a really good squeeze. It'll absorb into the paper towel a bit. That's basically it. That's the making of potato hash. Look, there are things you can put in it. You put eggs and whatever to bind it, but I honestly find it's fine just like this. Salt and pepper, of course. Done. Oh, I always get asked how to clean these things, and I've heard people scrubbing them and stuff. Don't scrub them. Don't even worry about it. Put them on the fire, burn all the crap off, and then give them a quick brush with a wire brush. Done. Clean. Look at that. So simple. What else do I need? I guess some ingredients. So, cutlets are an obvious one. Now, this might surprise you. My cutlets are sitting in the freezer right now. I set my freezer to -10. Usually it's about like -18 because I've been in there for a couple of hours. I don't want them to be absolutely frozen solid, but I do want them to be, pretty bloody cold inside. The reason for that is that it means I can give them a much better crust on the outside if they're really, really cold inside. So they're pretty bloody cold. Oh, yeah, pretty bloody cold. And then, and get them from your butcher, not the supermarket, which is way better. And something that's kind of weird, a watermelon. Yeah, it'll make sense in a bit. That's looking pretty good. How can I cook on that? To start with, I'm going to do my watermelon, just prep it. So, get that guy. Obviously don't need all this. I want a kind of a nice cube of it. So I'm going to cut a big slice off it. Ah! Oh, shit. Look away if you're squeamish. Yeah, it's really sharp. Ah! Son of a bitch. Why does this always happen when I get new knives? It's like the first pancake or it's so shit. It just never quite works. So, alright. So it's just me eating it, so I'm allowed to eat my own blood. It's a fair chunk, but otherwise I'm just going to waste it. Okay. It looks beautiful. Let's have a little... good watermelon. Also watermelon, Fred? Hey, he's not into it. Go on. Good for you. I better first aid myself quickly. All fixed. Okay, so with the watermelon, it's all pretty simple. You just get it, chuck it in your Osprey, put it right in the middle. Oh, get your lid for your fire pit, which I haven't got on. Then, just whack him straight on. At the same time, I'm going to grab half a lemon and I'm going to put that on. Now the reason we're doing this is it changes the whole structure of the watermelon. Watermelon, you can probably guess by its name, is a lot of water, about 92% water. This is going to dry out a lot of the water, caramelize the outside. It's going to change the structure of it a fair bit and change the flavour of it a fair bit. It's absolutely bloody delicious. So yeah, don't be afraid of grilling watermelon or lemons. They're going to taste different too. Leave that for probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes. All right, this bloody wind is making this cook slowly, so I've chucked a whole bunch more wood on there, but I think we're starting the other stuff. So get my potato hash, get a bit of Evo in there. Not the 4-wheel drive Lancer. Extra virgin olive oil. Evo. Mash it in nicely together so that it stays in one piece, hopefully. See how we go? And chuck that on the heat. Oh, yeah, no, I'll be right. Not too hot. Ah, shit, that's quite hot. Okay, so this side of it's looking good. This side of it hasn't been cooked at all, but I'm just going to grab my cutlets and chuck them in with it. This is more cutlets than I need, but I love leftovers. Give that a little bit of a go with some olive oil, both sides. And what I might do is just throw it on now. Ah. Yep, that's looking pretty good. Running a little bit short on real estate, but that's okay, we'll manage. And then salt and pepper. The watermelon needs lots of salt and pepper as well, so it's fine to get it on that. Cool, let that cook for a while. Okay, make up a little bit of salad, or green stuff, sort of just herby stuff. So I just, oh, it's bloody windy. But I'd like to note that that awning has not moved, with no poles. I'm so stoked with it. And I paid for this awning, by the way. So I don't have to say anything good about it. I just like it. So that was a bit of mint. This is a little bit of rocket. Simple. And then a bit of olive oil. And as always, the peppery rocket goes really well with lots of pepper. I know it sounds like it'd be an overload, but it's really good. Beautiful. How are these? Oh, look at that. Heat was a bit uneven, but cooking beautifully. All right, these look like they're pretty, yeah, look at that. All right, time to flip those over and take the watermelon off. No, it's not happening. Now, in order to save space, I'm gonna put all these together in one spot, so I can have the camp braai hanging off, or the travel braai hanging off the back. Oh, idiot! I could do with a bit more, but that's all right. Flip it again later. Plate this up a bit. What we need here is a little bit of a nice crumbly feta, so I've gone for a Danish style. Okay, this is all looking really, really good. So, got our watermelon feta salad, got the potato hash, our beautiful little lamb cutlets. Put that on the dishwasher over there. Come on, Harry, your presentation skills suck, but they don't suck that bad. Let's put a little bit of that on there so it looks good. Now let's go around this. Okay, this is me just experimenting because I've never actually made this specific dish. All right, it looks kind of shitty. Oh, geez, that potato hash is great. Oh, a bit of that caramelized lemon all over it. Oh, it's so soft when it's cooked. Oh, I'm so looking forward to this. Okay, hold on, I need to get a quick close-up so you can all see it properly, and then I'm gonna dig in. Oh, that lemon. That is so delicious. I love that. The flavour is so different. Bit of this potato hash. The hash is amazing. It tastes like a hash brown. It's delicious. Sorry, lost you there for a second. Oh, let's put that back a bit. Sorry, you lost you there for a second. Came around to the batteries. I don't know what's going on with these batteries. I think they're a bit buggered. thanks so much for watching. Look, I've got some huge news coming up. I'm going to try and do this every week, try and get your new recipe coming out. I've got news about cars, I've got news about some products that are being released. I've got some very big news about one big project that I've been working on behind the scenes, and that is coming out. So that is going to be awesome. If you want to support the channel in any way, look, I don't have a Patreon or anything. All those links to all the gear down below, I get a small cut from each of those. It's all stuff that I genuinely use, stuff that I genuinely love. I don't use stuff because it makes me money. I use stuff because it's great. And then then I usually approach the brand and they say, yep, sure, we'd love to, give you an affiliate link. So full disclosure, yeah, if you want to buy any of these products, use my links. It gives me a few bucks, buys me a beer. So thanks for everyone who's bought me a beer in the past. And if you use the links on my website and stuff, same thing. Other than that, like, subscribe, all the your normal stuff. Follow me on Instagram. I'm really active there. It's probably the place I'm most active. And until then, I'll see you next week, hopefully. No, I will see you next week, I promise.